Let's relax and allow this crystal light language healing for calming overwhelm and the monkey mind.
Hello, friends. Hello. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I thought today we would do a little bit of a timeless healing and a little bit of a motivational pep talk for anybody that's out there that might be experiencing just this weird conglomeration of energies happening right now. We've had so many readings on the daily readings about overthinking and challenges with thoughts coming up and balancing the mental and the emotional body. We had the big eclipse yesterday, the blood moon eclipse, and use this whenever you need it and how often you need it. But before I go any further, I want to wrap us all in love light and light love, inviting in the guides who overlight TLC for the soul, Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, the Pleiadians, and a host of other TLC for the soul guides joining us in this special place, this healing, quiet little sanctuary space. Just drop in with us, whether you're watching this or whether you're listening to it. I'm going to light us through a little bit of energy clearing and a little bit of an update from the guides. Trying to look for an incense that I really want to put with here. Oh, look, we have eclipse. This is eclipse incense, so I might as well burn some of that. I used to have one that was already open. All right, let's get this one out. So let's take a deep breath together. Just try to relax. Yeah. I think many people are feeling the need whenever you catch this for a little bit of relaxing the mind. It seems like it's the mind more than anything because the mind feeds into the emotions. So take a little bit of this eclipse incense. It's clearing with smoke, clearing out your energy field. Anything that no longer serves you. All right, so I'm going to leave this here. It is very cold out today. It was 60 degrees yesterday, and then we had a big storm come in last night, and there's super strong winds. I was almost like tropical storm force winds. It was like 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. You can see the trees if you're watching this in the background, but the wind chill right now is negative 11 Fahrenheit. So, all right. So let's let this burn. Smells so good. Oh, the smoke, look at that. It's like magical smoke. I've got ginger tea. And our little tea bag says, may this day be the day to lead us to peace, to happiness, and to joy. So I'm going to do a little reading from this, I'm going to call it Person's Book of Soul. It says a woman's book of soul, but Person's Book of Soul. Meditations for Courage, Confidence, and Spirit. I'm just going to do an intuitive flip. What do we want, everybody? Archangel Michael. The smoke. What do you want everybody to know right now? I'm going to come in and do some crystal healing here in just a minute. What do we want everybody to know? Oh, golly gee. Calming the monkey mind. So we just did a little flip. That's page 318. But they said look at page 319. So the little saying is, I am in charge of my mind. I choose to think healing, loving, and thankful thoughts. I have the power to create peaceful thoughts, even in stressful situations. And I would say, nobody's going to be able to do that but us. And it may just be like this smoke. I'm like, whew, that smoke's that's kind of a lot of smoke. Maybe a lot going on. So it says, when we notice our monkey mind concentrating on fleas, we can distract it with the thoughts of bananas, love, or thankfulness. If the branch our thoughts are swinging from is perilous to our peace of mind, we can choose to jump to another, more soothing one. We can decide what we allow our mind to concentrate on, but we need to be gentle with ourselves as we calm our monkey mind, because doing so is a lifelong process. Our thoughts can be like 1,000 monkeys in a tree, swinging by their tails, arms, and legs from branch to branch, grabbing at each other and then whisking away. We are in charge of our thoughts, but because learning to be in charge of our minds is one of the most difficult and frustrating tasks we have, it is tempting to give up and remain at the mercy of limiting and fearful thoughts. It takes courage to persevere in taming our minds, but it is essential for our well-being. We need to believe with our whole hearts and minds that we can control what we think, and then practice that knowledge with diligence and patience. So let's work with a few little crystals, do a little crystal healing. You've got the amethyst. So I'm going to bring in some light language, some fairy and dragon light language, and I've got a few different crystals here just to do a little bit of healing. And believe me, this is not easy. Calming the monkey mind is fine if everything's going okay in your world, but if something comes up out of the blue that you weren't expecting, some level of stress, it could be anything, right? Finances, relationships, anything, your health. If anything comes up to like tip the balance, that is when it's most important to continue to try to balance your thoughts and your emotions. It is a lifelong process. I thought I had it all worked out, and then I've had things come up just like you all have. I've seen it in the comments. Everybody's got something going on, so all we can do is the best that we can. This is an ametrine crystal, very high vibrational, and we're going to bring in some light language to just clear out the thoughts, try to help balance any racing thoughts, mind. Jinabarakini noren be hinidi uri tibi nikiri doren. Shinilan, shinilan, shinilan. Shinin barakurin tinide dordes. Shinilan, shinilan, shinilan. Kurin in the medikiri to the barakaran. Jinanan, jinadan, shinadan, shinadan, shinalakrukurin daratur tata. Mianarokuro kurun daratara shintara karatan terpaka. Tarakan parakata turun pakakara tapaka. Tarakaran pakara katara pakara parakanta kata parakaratun parakarata rapun parakatara kuchun taratus parakaratara. Perukurukur. Prekarutus. Prekarutus. Timrekete. Korokan paraka karparaka. Shishabrukif. Shishabrukurik perikreif. Chin shitakruk. Next, we're going to bring in this crystal. Oh my gosh, why did I forget its name? It begins with a P. This is another very high vibrational crystal. Look, it looks like a little house. This holds very angelic, high frequencies. So we're removing, so allow these things to move through your energy field, out and down, as we ground you down into the earth, cosmic earth magical energy, bringing in the frequencies that you are held. We are all supported and connected by Gaia, by our angels and guides. And it's easy when the monkey mind shows up to fall into these lower frequencies of kind of catastrophic thinking and to allow yourself to go down a rabbit hole of projecting yourself and your thoughts too much into the future, or staying stuck in the past with a lot of what ifs and could have and should have done this, and maybe then this wouldn't have happened. It's kind of too late now. Too late now to focus on that anymore. Dilu willinia, dilu no willinia, dilu no nilema, dilu no lilemana, dilu no nilemana, dilu no lilemana no lilemana no mana, benilane kera no lebanana, dilemana kalamuna banana mana, dilumana nagalana kalana no kanana. Chile dolina nana da dolmingana no. Nala manaka na no kalambarakarato totam. Chile manana korondo. Chile canada catatono. Chanada cacadana cocontano. Vinegredo would delay tatanton, Chanada caratente tonton. Better do, but go to bit but a put, but a put to the pata. Let's take a deep breath. Okay, we've got 2 more crystals, but let's draw a fairy card, because the fairies for me and an Archangel Michael's like, I got a card too. Let's draw an Archangel Michael and a fairy card. Fairies to me are all about confidence and courage. So is Archangel Michael. This is our sort of light. What else do we want people to know, Archangel Michael? The way forward is open. You're not trapped. Possibilities and opportunities abound. I will guide you to personal and spiritual freedom. Card number 32. And from the fairies deck, what else? Lothus the Wild, card number 57. So we have 32, that's a 5. 5 and 7 is what, 12? That's a 3, 35. 57. Lothus the Wild. Haste, impulsiveness, fire, spontaneity, and balance. Lothus the Wild is filled with fire, and fire is associated with creative life force. This fairy fires us up, gets us going, recharges our batteries and creative energies. Creation and passion are his bailiwick. We have to be careful, though, with Lothus. He doesn't know the meaning of words like slow, stop, rest, respite, catnap, moderation, gradual, pace, gentle, ease, or peace. The fire of Lothus can be destructive as well as creative, with rage, fury, and anger all a part of the fire element. Think of the gentle warmth of a full and sleeping kitten, its inner fire converting milk to bone and muscle into extravagant friskiness, or the flame of the candle lighting the wanderer's way home, or the anger of a hurt soul lashing out at others, or the inferno of a forest fire, wild and overpowering. This card says that wild creative energies are being brought to whatever position it represents in the card layout. It often fires up things that surrounds it, energizing them. New approaches are called for. Old ideas and old behaviors will not do it. Sometimes it may be useful to draw another card to get some suggestions about what these new ideas might be. Because we have then St. Luathus is energizing this card about the way forward is open. Possibilities and opportunities abound. I will guide you to personal freedom. So let's go back then to Archangel Michael then and say, well, what is the advice? What are we supposed to do with this information? We have be honest with yourself, another 5. So we have 3 5s in this drawing. We have 5, we have card number 32, and we have card number 57. All your feelings, even the difficult ones, have a message for you. Accept your truth, then let Source take it from there. So how is that? What is accepting your truth? There are times when facing your truth, thoughts, and emotions can be extremely difficult or even troubling. It's important to recognize you have these feelings for a reason because they're meant to guide you. Being honest with yourself means looking with a clear eye at the stories you've been telling yourself and others, along with all your thoughts, emotions, and motivations. When you have this clarity, you can let go of your worries and have faith in the process, knowing that Source is in control. Knowing your truth doesn't mean that you need to reveal all your thoughts and secrets to others right away. Archangel Michael says, let him help. Some situations call for sharing, however, but it can be hard to tell what your current circumstances are dictating. So if you have feelings that you wish to keep to yourself, ask yourself why that is. And he's saying he can guide you to sever anything that's not serving you, negative stories, fears, and the past, so you can reach out and embrace the truth. And he'll send you signs and little signs so that you know what's real and what's not. You'll be able to make a statement and feel it's true or not. And you can ask for this assistance whenever you want it. Once you know your full truth, you can decide whether it's best to share or wait for divine timing. And he says, I will support whatever choice you make. All right, so let's bring in, to continue to work with this healing, this twin flame Lemurian. Deep beat, deep beat, deep. Do a little bit of energizing of the spirit. Deep beat, deep. And a lot of this light language is coming from Source and through the language of each individual crystal, the frequency of each individual crystal coming out in the light language. This is a very angelic, another angelic high vibe crystal. And if you're listening to this healing, you may want to pop over to YouTube if you can, because the beauty of these crystals in the light is just amazing. But the healing works either way. Bringing in a little reiki. I'm going to do a little intuitive flip from one of my books. This is my book, The Missing Shadow Books, Kyanite Fairy Wing Adventure. Let's just see what else the fairies have to say. And then we're going to finish up with the last little crystal. This is page number 221. As they walked towards the entrance to the dark wood, Kyanite couldn't help but feel so grateful for this moment. Earlier today, she had entered this place not knowing one of her dearest friends was her enemy. And now, with Periwinkle vindicated, they walked out arm in arm, prepared to do battle together. They stopped at an entrance to the woods and thanked 2 tree guardians, and then walked back through the brambles and towards town. They were soon at Periwinkle's shop, and they both stepped inside after she released the protection spell from around the doors. Peri, you really should put the spell around the entire place and not just the doors. You can never be too careful. And she talks about hearing something out in the basement and wondering what's prowling around. Could it be something sinister? So I think right now too, it's a good idea, whenever you are feeling like overwhelm or monkey mind, or you feel like your vibration has dropped, at that point your quote unquote immunity barrier kind of drops as well. And you could be prone to just more negative thoughts coming your way, because via law of attraction, what's going out there is coming back, right? You may not intentionally be like, I want negative, you may not intentionally be calling in anything, but you may just be in this space of, a down moment, a down day, a down week, who knows? But it's very important then to continue to call in via your angels and your guides, divine protection, asking angels to surround you, asking your guides to help lift you up, doing so, in prayer, continuing to do your meditation practice or your self-awareness practice, continuing to, take care of your body, take care of your thoughts and your emotions, and, as best you can, allowing yourself to have those feelings, but knowing that it's not good to linger there for too long. It's good to even in a sense, like with the power of now and Eckhart Tolle, and everybody talks about the power of presence. Again, not projecting yourself too far out there in any one direction, because I feel like that's where we start to get into trouble. That's what can really activate the nervous system and the emotions and the mental body. So we're going to finish up with this Mangano calcite. It's a very sweet, loving, protective stone. We're going to bring in some protective energy. It's almost like you can see through it. So beautiful. Some fairy light language to finish out this healing session. Filling your aura with love and peace, prosperity and abundance, gratitude, self-worth, self-love, self-care, confidence and courage. Hope, positivity. Let's take a deep breath. All right. So I think the guidance is very clear. Even Lothis the Wild, it's, with its fire energy, I think could be like racing thoughts. So now that we've got the energy all nice and clear, pay attention to the guidance you're getting, any signs that you're seeing. Call in your angels and guides to support you in this moment. And know that be the law of cycles, everything is subject to change. Bad times won't always be bad. Good times won't always be good. But this too shall pass. And somewhere here, in divine timing, you'll be on the other side of whatever this is that's causing this overwhelm or this monkey mind or these thoughts. And you'll be able to look back and be proud of yourself for doing what you can to take good care of yourself during this time. So I want to thank you all so much for joining me here, and we will see you all again soon. Take care.
All my bringers of the light at TLC for the Soul will recognize our opening invocation to the show and podcast. This highly protective magical wear bears the bringers of the light sigil, which radiates love, magic, and healing, while also acting as an energy shield of protection for you. Wear with care, because you just might feel like singing a song, dancing with joy, or running away with the fae. Wrapped in love light and light love sigil wear, available at our TLC for the Soul Redbubble merch shop. Thank you for listening, and take care.